Welcome to a journey through one of the most fascinating corners of the world, Norway. Beyond its breathtaking fjords and northern lights, this land holds stories that are as mysterious as they are inspiring. From ancient legends and Viking sagas to unexpected twists in modern history, today we'll uncover 10 incredible tales that shaped Norway and continue to capture imaginations. Get ready to explore the hidden side of Norway, where history and myth intertwine. 1. The Viking voyages, masters of the North. Over 1,000 years ago, Norway's Vikings launched longships across the seas. They raided, traded, and settled as far as North America centuries before Columbus. Figures like Leif Erikson astonished the world by reaching Vinland, modern Newfoundland, around the year 1000. Others sailed rivers deep into Russia, founded kingdoms in Ireland, and even served as bodyguards to Byzantine emperors. But the Vikings were not only warriors, they were also explorers, farmers, and storytellers. Their sagas still echo the astonishing spirit of adventure that defined Norway's earliest history. Chapter 2. The Battle of Stiklestad and St. Olaf. In 1030, at Stiklestad, a dramatic battle reshaped Norway. King Olaf Haraldsson, who sought to Christianize his land, was killed by rebel forces, yet his death had an astonishing afterlife. Declared a saint, Olaf's memory inspired conversions across the kingdom. His shrine in Trondheim became a major pilgrimage site, and he remains Norway's patron saint. The story of St. Olaf shows how one man's fall on the battlefield could transform a nation's faith and identity. Text 3. The Black Death and Norway's decline. In 1349, the Black Death arrived in Norway, likely on a ship docking in Bergen. Within months, half the population perished. The catastrophe was astonishing in scale. Villages vanished, farms lay abandoned, and the once strong kingdom weakened dramatically. Norway entered centuries of decline, falling under Danish rule. Yet the survival of Norwegian culture and language through this darkness is equally astonishing, proof of resilience in the face of devastation. 4. The heroic escape of the royal family, 1940. In April 1940, Nazi Germany invaded Norway. German envoys demanded that King Haakon VII surrender. Defiant, the king refused, choosing exile over submission. With astonishing bravery, he and the government fled north under German bombs, eventually escaping to Britain. From London, Haakon broadcast messages that inspired Norwegian resistance. His steadfastness turned him into a symbol of national courage, showing how one monarch's refusal could unite a nation under occupation. 5. The heavy water sabotage. During World War II, Nazi Germany sought to build atomic weapons, and Norway's Vemork plant produced heavy water vital for the effort. Norwegian commandos, trained in Britain, launched daring raids in 1942-43. Skiing through frozen mountains, they blew up the facility and escaped undetected. The operation astonished Allied leaders and delayed Germany's nuclear ambitions. Today, the heavy water sabotage is remembered as one of the most successful acts of resistance in modern warfare. Chapter 6. Roald Amundsen and the Race to the South Pole. In 1911, Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen set out to achieve what no human had done: reach the South Pole. Facing deadly cold, blizzards, and whiteouts, Amundsen's team relied on skis, sled dogs, and meticulous planning. On December 14, 1911, they planted the Norwegian flag at the pole, beating British rival Robert Falcon Scott. Scott's tragic death on the return only highlighted Amundsen's astonishing triumph, a feat of preparation, courage, and endurance that secured Norway's place in exploration history. 7. The Kon-Tiki expedition. In 1947, Norwegian adventurer Thor Heyerdahl built a raft of balsa logs, naming it Kon-Tiki. His goal: prove that ancient peoples could have sailed from South America to Polynesia. Many doubted him, but Heyerdahl and his crew set out across the Pacific. After 101 days and 8,000 kilometers, they reached the Tuamotu Islands. Though later evidence challenged his theory, the astonishing voyage captured global imagination, showing the daring spirit of Norwegian explorers never faded. Ladehawa. 8. The Nobel Peace Prize in Oslo. Every year since 1901, Norway has astonished the world by awarding the Nobel Peace Prize in Oslo. Chosen by a Norwegian committee, the prize honors those who strive for peace. Figures like Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, Malala Yousafzai, and countless others. That tiny Norway holds the responsibility of awarding one of the most prestigious global honors, shows the nation's surprising influence on world affairs. Charged in 9. Oil and the wealth of a nation. In the late 1960s, Norway discovered oil and gas in the North Sea. For many countries, such riches bring corruption or inequality. But Norway astonished the world with a different path. It created the Sovereign Wealth Fund, saving oil profits for future generations. Today, the fund is worth over $1 trillion, financing healthcare, education, and stability. Norway turned black gold into shared prosperity, a model admired worldwide. 10. The Sami struggle and survival. The Sami people, indigenous to Norway's Arctic North, endured centuries of oppression, forced assimilation, loss of language, and discrimination. Yet their astonishing resilience preserved traditions of reindeer herding, joik singing, and cultural identity. In the 20th century, protests like the Alta Dam demonstrations won recognition and rights. Today, the Sami parliament represents their voice, and Sami culture is celebrated as a vital part of Norway's identity. Their survival story is as astonishing as the northern lights shining over their homeland. From Viking voyages to Nobel Prizes, from deadly plagues to polar triumphs, Norway's history is filled with astonishing stories. These tales reveal a small but resilient nation, bold at sea, steadfast in war, wise in prosperity, and deeply rooted in both tradition and innovation. Together, they show why Norway continues to astonish the world, not with size or power, but with courage, creativity, and the enduring strength of its people.